turn up. I'm breaking in. I'm at the pearly gates, but they won't let it in. I told the devil, I said, I ain't trying to sin, yeah. I ain't trying to sin, yeah. Pray to the Lord, Daddy, let me in. I'm breaking in. You thought that I would lay down and die. Whoa, no. See me and face spitting in my cup all night long. Wheel your tongue at my throne of power. Oh, no. I never for a second thought that I was dead. Oh, no. I never for a second let you into my head, oh no. I'll take a bow and I'll show you how to survive.
Everybody, I'm LilRuffjr. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Bills going up against the Panthers. With that, let's get up to Charlotte, North Carolina, as we bring in our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Carolina Panthers. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They go play action here on first down. He's got time. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions And whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Fozzie Whitaker now on the return. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. They come up in an offset eye. They'll run. This is Jonathan Stewart. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And what about this offense, Charles? Specifically, what about Jonathan Stewart?
He makes sure everything goes. Put the ball in his chest and watch him run. Can run with power inside, but has enough speed that when he gets outside, he can cause a lot of trouble.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there, and it's 4th down.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Here's the Panthers punter now. Back deep for Buffalo, the dangerous Reggie Bush. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Taylor hit. He lost the football. Defensively for Carolina played well in Week 14. And remember, no Luke Kuechly, no Charles Johnson, but forced 5 turnovers, sacked Phillip Rivers 5 times as well.
They got a push from K.K. Short. K1 Short inside had monster season 2015, a Pro Bowl player. Not the same production this year. That's what they've been counting on, and that really helped key their defense.
A big gain there for the Bills. 30 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
3 yards to go on 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. Now, McCoy, he needed just 51 yards to get to 1,000 rushing on the season, but didn't make it. Only 27 yards. Did have 81 through the air, though.
It is interesting when a guy needs a milestone, and it's Pittsburgh's defense. They tend to rise up and play pretty well, don't they? They have a lot of pride in that organization. And it may not be a vintage Steelers defense, but it's hard to run the ball against them. But as you noted, McCoy does find other ways to advance the ball. 81 yards through the air in this game.
He did have a rushing touchdown on those 27 yards as well. Newton on 1st down. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he's brought down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Now he'll let throw it across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Graham. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, That allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
On second down, here's Taylor. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's Newton now on second down. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. On first down, it's Newton. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move as they face a second down here. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Newton steps away to his left. He hits Stewart in the flat. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Jonathan Stewart, week 14, a touchdown, 66 yards. And, earlier I asked you about Cam Newton and some of his struggles. You mentioned the O-line. Well, Jonathan Stewart had some injury time earlier this season as well. That didn't help things.
Did not help at all because running backs establish a rhythm. Week to week, they build on that, as well as understanding what their offensive linemen like to do. And with the number of guys that have been in and out of the lineup, the changes they've had, it's made for a disappointing season on the ground for Jonathan Stewart, although he does have 8 touchdowns rushing.
Fourth down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And Gano's kick is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
I always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Here we go!
They'll indeed go for it. It's Taylor finding time. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Newton, escaping the pressure right. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sideline as a head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
And he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much. And
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Starlatulele. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. 3rd and long, it's Taylor. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
we know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now Taylor to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Second and 10. Newton again. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Corey Brown from 13 yards out. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here we go. 1, 9, let's go. Ohio.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. So it is 3rd down now, but less than a yard to go.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back. And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
On first down, it's Taylor. And a little floater there is incomplete. Well, a fun league-wide story, no matter who we're covering, is Detroit. Another come-from-behind win for Matthew Stafford and company. They're now 9-4 this year.
How about 13 games? 12 of them they've been behind in the fourth quarter. 9, as you just mentioned, they've won. And Matthew Stafford's the key reason why. He has to be in the discussion for most valuable player, the way he's rallied his team. And I'm going to flip it over. There's one other guy we've got to talk about from the AFC side. He had a rough game in his last out against Kansas City. But Derek Carr has had a magnificent year, and the two of them are both playing hurt. Injuries to their throwing hands.
Halfback sent in motion. 3rd and 2. Now Taylor. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Taylor on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there as they move the chains. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. His pass caught at the 4. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On second down, here's Taylor. That's caught at the 2. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
There's completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills have retaken the lead. And that makes it 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Carolina getting set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ronald Darby. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now it's Taylor, and he'll check this one down to McCoy. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
A first carry now for Reggie Bush. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it third down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Taylor surveying the field. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Reggie Bush, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bills will extend their lead. And he's able to put it through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's Newton. He's going to go up top again. And my goodness, another interception.